ABCD of Solfa Notations. ABCD of Solfa Notation. ABCD.
Click on the description to get a soft copy of this book or WhatsApp me for the hard copy.
ABCD of Solfa Notations.
Hello everyone, what we have today is Tonic Sol-fa for beginners. This is one of my books. You can request for your own and buy for your own. It's a wonderful book, so I'll be using something that, like, if you go chapter 1, it started with what is music, sound and notation, what is scale, intervals, Solfa notation drills, and other things, chord, timing. So there are many things about it, music elements, piano, tutorials. So you can get one of the copies for yourself. Okay, so the first thing you need to know in music is about Tonic Sol-fa is you need to have a background idea of what that thing is. A background idea of what Tonic Sol-fa is, you need to know the theoretical the theory of it, so that it will help you to understand this thing. And first thing you need to, there are words you need to define. One of them is music, another one is sound, another one is notation. As a beginner, you need to have an idea of what these words are, so that it will help you as you are singing, you memorizing those things, their meanings. Okay, first thing, quick one, this deals with organization of sound. So everything about this music is about sound. Without sound, there is no music. So if you want to define it in a broader way or in a big way, music is the scientific study of sound. So whatever you are doing in music is study of sound. So that is the shortest definition. I want this video to be long, so I will not be giving much explanation. You can buy my book and get more information about it. Then if it is the organization of sound, what is then sound? So sound deals with the vibration of air, or vibration of air particles. Everything about sound is vibration. Another definition of sound is what the ear can hear, the ability of ear to receive anything, the ability of ear to hear. So that is what sound is all about. Anything the ear has the ability to receive, it is what. So if somebody cannot receive anything through the ear, there's nothing like sound, because the person cannot hear. So whatever the ear has the ability to receive is sound. So just like, and sound can be defined also the coming in contact with of two objects. So when two objects come together, they vibrate, and that vibration is called sound. So we cannot see sound, therefore we need something to represent it, and that is what we call notation. So notation is the representation of sound. That is notation, the act of representing sound with letters, symbols, and the other things. That is what notation is all about. If you want to represent sound, sound is represented by notes, as in notation as a note. So these three things are important in notation: as signs, symbols, and alphabets. In this notation, we have types of notation. In representing, we have staff notation, and Solfa notation. Two of them are the same thing. they both represent sounds. This deals with staff notation, deals with representation of sound, but more of signs and symbols. We have small alphabet in there, but here this one deals with more of alphabets, so you represent, but two of them have the same thing in common. They represent sound. Staff notation represents sound. This one, so staff notation is the one that was used before the introduction of Solfa notation. Solfa notation is a modified staff notation in a way that you whatever you say in staff notation is on Solfa notation. So the English version of, let me say it like that, the English version of staff notation is Solfa notation, because whenever you say do, here it is represented by the words. Do you understand? That is the only thing different. Here is represented by the words you hear, then it is represented as it is pronounced. So this one, staff notation, is just like the original way of writing music, but here it is the English representation of it. So they are the same. Whatever you see here, you see it here, because that is not what we need. So for us to do this, Tonic Sol-fa, we will go with Solfa notation. I treated Solfa notation in my previous videos. You can go and watch it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me in Facebook, Twitter, and other things, please. Instagram, and just search for my music, ABC of Solfa notation, or Tony music, or that Patrick. You'll see me there. So because of what we have here, we are going to go with this Solfa notation. And this Solfa notation, we have two parts about it. In representing it, we have the small letters. Here we also have the capital letters. So the small letters, the small letters in alphabet. So we have something like this: D, R, M, F, S. We have L and T. So we call it do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That last do that we normally put here is the beginning of another version, but that is not what we are discussing. So this thing has a way of writing it. We call it do. Here it is what? Re. That is why you need to know how it is being pronounced or recited, so that you can memorize and sing it. Here is mi, and here is fa. Here, which is fa. Here is so. Here is la. Here is ti. So this do is same, but this one is higher pitch of this in the octave of this one. So apart from that, we have their names also. We have their name because this part are called the degrees of sound, the degrees of notation, degrees of sound. Do you understand? So we have what we call their degrees.
ABCD of Solfa Notations.
Number one is, we call it tonic, and tonic is known as do. Number two is what? Supertonic. It is what? Re. Number three is mediant. It is called mi. Number four is subdominant. And it is called fa. Number five is called dominant. So number six is called submediant, and it is called La. Number 7 is called subtonic or leading note or leading, and the number 8 is all octave, the representation of this one. But sometimes we are not dealing with this now. So we have 7 letters representing these things.
ABCD of Solfa Notations. ABCD of Solfa Notations.
So this one is called Do, which is Do. Here is Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, and Ti. If you watch my previous video, you see where sometimes it is like a staircase. Just like this. So this is Do, this is Re, and this is Mi. After Mi, just a small thing. Mi and Fa has something in common, just a semitone. After Fa you have Sol, after Sol you have La, after La you have Ti, and after Ti, just a semitone, you have the upper octave, but that is not what we are treating. So this is how they move. What you see is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. So if you want to sing them, you start Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Ti, or Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Ti, La, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Do. But we'll start to do the sounds. Okay, that is another thing you need to do. We'll stop here. I don't want this video too long. I will stop here. So we'll start again tomorrow or next time. I'll introduce how these things functions, their functions and what they do, how they sound and other things. Thank you and God bless you. Please subscribe, like my videos, comment, support or share it to beginners. Thank you. I'll continue the lesson until I finish how. So if you have this book, please just get it and follow it as I'm teaching now. What I'm in chapter 1 now. After chapter 1, I'll go to chapter 2, chapter 3, and so that if you have this book, you can easily understand what is inside there and the important things you need to know to learn about this very well. Thank you and God bless you.